All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm Maddie Grant, and this is my informative speech. Would you ever consider consuming something that can be as addictive as cocaine or heroin, causes high blood pressure, headaches, and can even cause miscarriages in pregnant women? Most of you are thinking definitely not, but you've probably already consumed it today. All of these things are in caffeinated drinks. So your cup of coffee this morning or the Diet Coke you're drinking now can even eventually cause these harsh side effects. Today, I will be telling you what caffeine is and how it has evolved, and how it affects your body short term and even long term. There's a lot to be learned about caffeine, and this speech outlines what caffeine is, where it comes from, and some direct effects of consuming it. According to Elena Petrie in the 2016 article, caffeine is a natural stimulant most commonly found in tea, coffee, and cocoa plants. Caffeine works by stimulating the brain and central nervous system, helping you stay alert and preventing the offset of tiredness. It is commonly used as a pick-me-up, usually in the form of coffee or soft drinks. It stimulates the brain by blocking the effects of the neurotransmitter adenosine. But where does it come from? An online article titled Caffeine, the Good, the Bad, and the Maybe says caffeine was first extracted by cocoa beans in its purest form, a white powder, in the 1820s by a German scientist named Frederick Roeg. Today, caffeine is easily extracted and used to make a variety of products that are consumed on a daily basis. A different article from the National Geographic magazine states, caffeine is a drug that has made the modern world possible. This quote is referring to how caffeine helps workers in factories work their long days and hours and be productive in doing so. The earliest type of caffeine consumed was brewed tea and coffee. Soft drinks entered the market in the late 1800s, soon followed by energy drinks, according to Petrie in the previous mentioned article. How does caffeine affect a person short term? The short-term effects of caffeine typically directly affect the alertness and performance of the person intaking the caffeine. According to Hannah Nichols, in the online article titled Caffeine, Possible Benefits, Health Risks, and How It Works, a 75 milligram serving of caffeine can increase attention and alertness, and a 160 to 600 milligram dose may improve mental alertness, speed reasoning, and even memory. And this is why most people use it to help wake up every morning or to stay awake later in the day. Because of its ability to stimulate the central nervous system, caffeine may increase your metabolism by up to 11%, and the fat burning by up to 13%. Another short-term effect related to the performance is that drinking coffee can help a person better perform in the gym during exercising, allowing the person to get more out of just one visit. How does caffeine affect you long term? Caffeinated beverages like coffee and tea may reduce the risk of heart disease and type 2 diabetes, though this may depend on the individual. The study was conducted that the statement was written for individuals that consume between 1 and 4 cups of coffee a day. Caffeine consumption is also linked to other health benefits, such as protecting the liver, skin, and even decreasing the risk of cancer. 2 to 4 cups of coffee today will reduce liver cancer by up to 64%, and the risk of cancer up to 38%. Some long-term effects that are negatively influenced are addiction, anxiety, high blood pressure, miscarriage, and even headaches. Because of these possible side effects, it is recommended to limit the amount of caffeine you consume at one time to 200 milligrams per dose. Today, I've told you about caffeine and its different forms, and in how it affects most people that consume it. Considering about 80% of today's population consumes coffee or some type of caffeine every day, this information is important for everyone to know and learn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.